Hi there, welcome to our introduction to Laravel tutorial. My name is Donato Sanka and I'm excited to guide you through the basics of this powerful PHP framework. Whether you are a seasoned developer or just starting, Laravel has something to offer everyone. So let's dive in. Laravel is a free open source PHP framework created by Taylor Otwell. It is designed for building modern applications with an elegant and expressive syntax. Laravel takes the pain out of development by simplifying common tasks such as routing, authentication, and caching. Now let's look at some key features of Laravel. Laravel's syntax is clean and easy to understand, making coding more enjoyable. Laravel has what we call the model view controller design pattern, which helps in organizing your code. Laravel has a command line interface. It also has an advanced active record implementation for working with your database, the Eloquent ORM. Laravel has a powerful and lightweight templating engine that allows you to use plain PHP code in your views. And also, Laravel provides robust security features, including protection against SQL injection, cross-site scripting, and also cross-site request forgery. Now let's look at setting up Laravel. To set up Laravel, we need a dependency manager for PHP, which is Composer, because Laravel utilizes Composer to manage its dependencies. To download Composer, we can install it from their official website, which is the getcomposer.org. So to do that, let's go to getcomposer.org, the official page for PHP Composer. This is how the landing page looks like. So today we wanted to install Composer on our local machine. So what we are going to do is just to click on download. If you are using a Windows operating system, you can be able to download an executable file and run, or you can run this particular code in your terminal. So what we are going to do is to copy this code, open our terminal and paste it. After that, you hit enter. So you can see that Composer version 2.77 successfully installed to this location. So now the next thing that I wanted to do is just to see if the installation is successful, even though I've been told. So what you are supposed to do is to just type Composer. If Composer is successfully installed, you will see it over here together with the version over here as well. So now that our Composer has been installed successfully, next step is for us to go to our laravel.com in order to create our Laravel project. To do that, you open a tab and type laravel.com and hit enter. This directs you directly to the landing page of the Laravel framework. As you can see, the PHP framework for web artisans. Then there is also a brief explanation or a brief description of Laravel that you can see over here, which is saying Laravel is a web application framework with expressive, elegant syntax. We've already laid the foundation, freeing you to create without sweating the small things. So to run or to create our project, you can either click on Get Started or Documentation. These two buttons takes us to the documentation page. So let's just click on Get Started. At the documentation page, when you come to the upper right corner, you can see we have the version number here. So this displays the current version you wanted to use to you. If you want to see all the versions, just click on this drop down arrow. Then you see all the versions. That's from version 4.2 to version 11. Now, if you are the type that doesn't like working in dark mode, then you can click on this button over here and it will be switched to light mode like this for you. Now let's go down to installation. Now to run or to create a project with Laravel, there are two ways. The first one is to use the Laravel installer or via composers create project command. So we are going to use the two, then you yourself you'll be able to choose the one which is best for you. So the first one that we are going to use, composers create project command. So copy this code, or we come back to our terminal. So let me just open a new terminal. Then change directory to the folder in which I wanted us to create the project. So in this case, it's my tutorial folder. Then I'll type composer create project Laravel slash Laravel. Then the name of the project, which is, let's say, Laravel tutorial or Laravel tut. Then you hit enter. Immediately you hit enter, composer is going to create a project called Laravel tut in the specified directory for you. So you can see that our project has been created successfully. For us to be sure, let us just open the folder which is over here. So you can see that this is our Laravel tut. So when I open it, you see the various file structures of the folders and directories over here. Other way is to use the Laravel installer. So first of all, to do that, you need to install this particular Laravel installer. So we are going to use the command composer global require Laravel slash installer. Then we hit enter. If you have already installed the installer and it's up to the latest version, nothing is going to happen. You are not even going to see the process. So as you can see over here, you can see that it is telling me nothing to modify in log file and also nothing to install, update or remove, because my Laravel installer is having, or I'm using the latest version. So now the next step is for us to now create our project. To do that, you are going to use the command Laravel then new. Then you can now specify the name of the project that you want to create. So let me make it Laravel tut 1. So after hitting enter, the Laravel installer is now going to install or create a project for you with the name Laravel tut 1. So if I open my folder right now, you can see that our Laravel tut 1 has been created successfully for us over here. And when I open it, you see the various file structures. So this is how we create a project in Laravel. So you can either use the composer create project command, or you can use the Laravel installer. Now the next step is for us to now navigate into our project directory. So to do that, you just type cd then the name of the project, so Laravel tut. Now when I ls, or when I list the various files and directories in the Laravel tut folder, you can see that I'm having all these things over here. So this is my Laravel tut, and all of this is being displayed over here. Now the next step is to now save the application. So to do that, we are simply saying we want to start the development server. To do that, we run the code php artisan serve. Then we hit enter. So immediately we do that, you can see that a link has been created for us. So info server running on http 127.0.0.1:8000. So what we are going to do is just copy this link come back to our browser, open a new tab and paste it. Then we hit enter. So now you can see that it has now directed us to the welcome page of Laravel. So our installation is complete and our server is running successfully. So we have now successfully created a new Laravel project. Now let's look at the app. The app folder or the directory contains the core code of your application. So it contains the controllers, the models, the app service provider, etc. So the app contains the core code of our application. This directory contains all the configuration files for our application. Then we have our database directory. This contains the database migrations, which anytime you create a migration, it comes under the migration folder, and also database seeders. The next directory or the next folder that I wanted us to look at is the public. The public is the entry point for the application. That is where we have our index.php. Now it is this same public directory where all our assets, including CSS, JavaScript, images, etc., are stored. Then the next directory is the resources directory. This is where our views, the views contains our HTML code. So this is where our views, raw assets, and language files are located. Then the next one is the routes. This defines the routes for our application. That is the URLs for our application. Then the next directory is the storage. Okay, the storage contains compiled blade templates, file-based sessions, file cache, and other storage. Then if we are running tests, all our automated tests are located inside the test folder. Then the final one is the vendor directory. This contains all our composer dependencies for the project. Now let's look at routes. So creating a basic route. So let's come to the route folder and click on web.php. Now routes in Laravel define the URLs our application should respond to, and also the logic that should be executed when a request is made to those URLs. So let's say we wanted to create a route. I'll just come and write route. So let's just create a new basic route. Get, so hello, then function. So currently, if I type the URL, it brings me to the welcome page. I wanted us to do is to just, let's comment out this particular route or URL. Immediately I come here and I hit enter, it's going to tell me not found, because this route is no longer found in our web.php. So you can see that I've created a new route which is pointing to the same file, which is the welcome, which is hello. So if I come here and I type /hello and I hit enter, you can see that it has now directed me to the welcome page. So this is how we create basic routes in Laravel. That's it for today's introductory tutorial on Laravel. We've covered what Laravel is, how to set it up, and how to create basic routes. In the next video, we'll dive deeper into Laravel's features, including blade templates, eloquent ORM, and more. Please, if you found this video helpful, please give it a thumbs up And don't forget to subscribe to the channel for more tutorials. Thanks for watching.